So the original plan this morning was for us to get up early and go on a hike. We were going to go up to a tower that was up on top of the mountain that's right behind our Airbnb. However, as you can see, it's pretty cloudy out and there's quite a bit of chance of rain. So I think that we're going to take this morning and go over to Baden-Baden. And then tonight, hopefully the clouds have cleared and hopefully we can catch the tower for sunset. Not sure what's going to happen yet, but I think I'm going to go back and eat some breakfast.
Bit of a windy road, eh, bud?
Yeah. Crazy part is it's 100 kilometers through here.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
So welcome to Baden-Baden. This place is incredibly nice, but I will tell you, I feel beyond underdressed. I think that there is...
We are way too poor for this place.
I think that there is like an insurance conference in town, but I will tell you that almost everybody is wearing a suit, and like half of the stores here are like, you know, very high-end stores. So I don't know, quite poor.
So basically that picture behind me depicts the guy going to see his fiance and then ends up falling under the spell of like a pagan woman, and she sucks out his soul, I guess. And yeah, so now he's like cursed. Really uplifting story.
I'm just gonna say yikes to that one. We're just gonna move on.
All of these stories are like super depressing, so I don't think I'm gonna read any more of them.
I think a lot of them just remind me of, what's the Grimm fairy tales, right? I don't know. They're very dark tales. And also half of them are just basically topless women, so not sure that YouTube will approve.
So it says the 14 murals were designed by Jacob Gotzenberger. They depict scenes from myths and legends of the region.
I have to close.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
One day soon, we got this. One day soon, one day soon, one day soon, one day soon.
I'll be honest, this was kind of a bust. Not much is open today, and it seems that anything that is open is rented out by the insurance companies. So there's very few places that we're actually able to get to today. I think almost all of the tourist things were closed. And then the few cafes that were open, we went into one of them, but the others seem to be rented out by the insurance companies. So it's gonna be kind of a dud today. I think we've got one more place to stop on the way back. Otherwise, we're just gonna head back to our apartment.
Kayla didn't bring any money, so now she can't buy a pretzel.
He's gonna make me stop.
Yep.
Shame.
Yep. Welcome to Mummelsee. This is like an alpine lake that's about 1,000 meters above sea level here. It's in the Black Forest. It's pretty easy to get to and just a quick drive from Baden-Baden or Strausberg or
Bad Peterstal.
Bad Peterstal, pretty much anywhere in the Black Forest. This is only about an hour away, 45 minutes, so it's not a bad stop. It's kind of a little bit of a touristy location. There's some shops out front, but the lake is just right behind the hotel here. So supposedly during the more high season here, you can actually rent paddle boats and go swimming, especially if it's warm, but this time of year it's definitely too cold.
We also got this little cake. I don't know what it is. It might be a version of a Black Forest cake. But yeah, we'll try it later in the car. We had a soft pretzel to hold us over because we haven't had lunch yet. So that's the Mummelsee King. He lives at the bottom of the lake in a crystal castle with his mermaids. And he is the ruler of the lake, and he keeps watch over his mermaids. Lots of legends here in the forest.
Welcome to the Black Forest.
Okay, so
Too hot. I can't do this.
Ben always gets really hot really easily. I do too, though, so
It's warm in here.
it is warm. So we're leaving Mummelsee. It was okay. It was pretty. It's definitely like a tourist trap, but you know.
For sure. 100%.
But it's pretty. I don't know where we're going now. We might just head back to the apartment and maybe stop at any sites we see along the way, and then maybe find a hike this afternoon. So we stopped by the local bakery and we grabbed some goods. This is a Berliner. This is the famous Black Forest cake coming from the Black Forest. And then this is like a Boston cream style cake. This is that little cake we got from Mummelsee, so try them all.
What does it smell like?
Smells like cherries.
Oh, I feel like I've had that before.
I might not like this one. Do you want to try it first? Because it...
I think I would describe it as kind of like a gingerbread with like, you don't like it? Oh, I like it. It's like a gingerbread with like a cherry marmalade on top.
I don't like cherry.
I think it's very good.
If I liked cherry, I'd probably like it. Next is the Berliner, which is basically just
It's just a jelly
a
donut.
donut. Oh, it's jelly?
Yeah, it's a jelly donut.
That cherry also?
I don't know.
Oh, a good donut.
Yeah.
Of course. You kind of gotta get some of the cherries in there.
You don't like cherries, but yet you're gonna like Black Forest cake?
But it's like real cherries. That's like fake cherries. I like
This is real. This is 100% real cherries.
But this tastes way different.
Okay. She just has chocolate with it.
Maybe that's the difference. Is the chocolate.
Yeah. I really think that these are two things that are very similar.
Oh. There's booze in that.
This is Germany after all.
Good?
Mm-hmm.
Is there booze in that?
Not the bottom part.
Maybe it's the top part.
Maybe it's the top part. Oh. Yes. Very strong. I think the spoon, this fork is sanitized.
It is
The alcohol content is
strong.
high.
And the last but not least, Boston cream style. That was a good one.
I know. As soon as I saw it in there, I was like, this is the one. I was like, was ist das?
It almost has like a hint of lemon. That's a good one.
It's very smooth.
How would you rate these 1 through 4?
I think that's a 1. I don't know.
So
I
Boston cream.
don't want to give that a 4, but because I feel like this is more deserving of a 4 than that, because that's definitely way more work.
Don't take it on the word. Take it on.
I just don't like the booze taste in that one because it's just too strong for me.
Yeah.
I've like.
Okay, so Boston cream is 1. Donut is 2.
Sure. That's number 3. That's number 4.
This little cake thing is 3. And then the Black Forest is 4.
Yeah.
I'd say the Boston cream is 1. Black Forest cake is 2.
Okay.
Take off the top alcohol layer. 3 is a donut, and then 4 is that.
Yeah. Now, Black
little
Forest
cherry.
cake might have to have, like, that might be part of the recipe for it. I don't taste it in this layer, but I taste it in that top layer. Or maybe I'm just tasting it wrong.
Oh,
It's in that layer.
it's that layer.
It's very strong.
That's our tasting. Yeah, of the Black Forest bakery goods. Alrighty, so it's been a couple hours. We kind of just had a late lunch and then kind of sat and did nothing for an hour. Now we're walking uphill and we're going again. And we're going on a short 30, 40-minute hike up and then probably less down. We're going to what's called Haber Tower or Haber Term. Yes. For those of you who don't know, Haber is my maiden name or the name before I was married. So it's kind of exciting that we like randomly picked a town and our Airbnb is right next to something that's named after my family. So
Yeah, it's a tower that was built in the 1850s, so it's been around for a while.
yeah,
We'll show it to you when we get there.
it might be a short hike, but it's straight uphill. I'm just working off my bakery tasting experience.
I think I smell horses. I actually think this is why they call it the Black Forest, because the trees are so thick here that it makes all of the undergrowth like black. Like you can't see anything even though it's the middle of the day.
Wow.
We made it.
Yeah, that was like
sunset.
we ran up because it said it took 33 minutes. I think the estimate's a little low because it's super steep. So I basically just ran like a mile and a half to get up here, uphill. But I think it's worth it.
All right, I'm gonna put the camera down, maybe a time lapse or something, but I need to take a break.
I'm excited. This was cool. Especially since my name is on it. Probably no relation, you know, still cool.
All right, I think we gotta head out. It's getting pretty dark up here. As you can see, the sun is completely gone. And it's 18:15. Time to go. I don't know if we said anything about this tower. The tower really never had a specific purpose. It was more of a just commemorative item that they built in the 1890s to kind of commemorate somebody who was important in the community.
And now it's a cool hiking distance.
Now it's a cool hiking destination. It's also something that I would highly recommend if you're in this area. The views from the top are incredible. 10 out of 10. Definitely go at sunset or sunrise. For sure worth it. So when we were walking home, there was actually an older German guy who stopped us on the way back. He was very concerned about us walking home at night. It had gotten dark out. He was concerned that we wouldn't be able to find our way home. I asked him in German, does he speak English? He said no, he doesn't speak English, and he continued in German. But because I asked him in German, he thought that I could understand German. So he, like, in the beginning, he started out kind of slow, so I was kind of understanding, what he was saying, but then he started talking quicker and quicker, which made it very difficult for me to kind of understand what he was saying. But he was a really nice guy. He was telling us that, his kids, he was in the military, his kids were in the military. He was really concerned about the situation in Ukraine, and at least that's kind of what I was getting from, what he was telling. And then he was really concerned about us and was asking where we were staying and wanted to make sure that we could get home. Otherwise, he would drive us, and, we told him we were just down the street, so we just had to continue walking across. And he was also very concerned about Kayla's footwear, because she was wearing tennis shoes and not hiking boots. It was a very cool experience for me, but it was also very difficult for me to try to communicate in German. Alright, I think that's going to be our video for today. We had quite a lot going on. Baden-Baden was quite an interesting place, even though it was kind of overrun by insurance companies that had kind of rented out the entire town. More suits than I had ever seen in my entire life. And I've been to New York City, so... All right, same thing as always. Go ahead and give us a thumbs up and subscribe to us. I'm just a random dude on the internet, and I appreciate your subscriptions and thumbs up, because they help us know, what you like and what you don't like. All right, that's all for now.
It's not Mummelsee.
I think it's Mummelsee, yeah.
Mumsey.
Mummelsee?
There's no L, so it's like Mummel. It's not Mummel. This Überfall. Mineral Wasser. Die Grundwasser? Mineral Wasser. Verdunstung. Evaporation. This is 70. Oh my gosh. What the flip? How can you be mad at me for that? You literally set it to 70 and then to 50.
Listen, their approval is hard to win. It's like a heavily frown face. Like,
Oh yeah, it
it's
is
an
not
angry
like a
face.
slightly... Yeah, it is very much
Not even a sad face. It's just a straight up angry.
angry face.
Come on.
It's going in the vlog.